Greetings, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Sha'an Moulier, and I'm an AmeriCorps member with the Neighbor to Neighbor program at the Area Agency on Aging here in St. Johnsbury. Here with me today is Jenny Patuan, who is also with NEV AAA, and Marion Wagner, who leads a Growing Stronger group at the North Congregational Church here in St. Johnsbury. Thank you both for joining us today. Over 800,000 individuals have served as AmeriCorps members since 1994. 4 million, community volunteers were managed and mobilized by AmeriCorps members in 2012. Neighbor to Neighbor's mission is to serve seniors and adults with disabilities by assisting them with in-home tasks so they can continue to live in their homes and in their communities, engaging them in healthy aging programs, particularly nutrition and multi-session exercise programs. Also strengthening community organizations and volunteer networks that support seniors. Jenny, can you tell us something about your programs?
Sure. I am coordinator of the wellness programs at the Area Agency on Aging, and we basically offer 3 different exercise programs to seniors and also people under 60. The first one we have is Tai Chi program, the Golden Ball Tai Chi, and Tai Chi for arthritis. We have 3 Golden Ball Tai Chi programs, one in St. Johnsbury, one in Lindenville, and one in Greensboro. And they run twice a week, and they go outside in the summertime when it's nice, and through the fall too. And they have it in the park. You might see them in Lindenville at the park early in the morning, or in St. Johnsbury off Main Street in the park. We also sponsor the Tai Chi for arthritis through the AmeriCorps members. They're trained to lead this program, and Sha'an is one of the leaders of the Tai Chi for arthritis. They are not ongoing because our AmeriCorps come and go, and so we have about 12 weeks of those, and then they move to a different place. So those are our Tai Chi programs. Then we have a balance program called A Matter of Balance. It's an evidence-based program specifically for people who have concerns or a fear of falling, concerns about falling, balance, and poor flexibility. As we age, these things are an issue in keeping our balance. So this program is designed basically to cover exercise and topics that on other issues that contribute to the risk of falling, like medications, home safety, poor vision, and it is 8 weeks of classes, and then it's finished after that, and we encourage people to continue on with exercise, either strength training or their own program. Tai Chi is, of course, excellent for balance too. Finally, we have the strength training program called Growing Stronger, and it's our biggest program. We have 17 classes in the Northeast Kingdom. We have 2 right here in St. Johnsbury, and Marion, of course, is the leader of one of those classes at the North Congregational Church. And these are designed to be ongoing strength training for people actually over 40. Of course, focus on people over 60 as the Agency on Aging sponsors people over 60. But it's a program that helps us stay strong and have better balance and confidence in doing everyday things so that we can age successfully and gracefully. The Growing Stronger program is best done twice a week to get the full benefit, and it includes weights, which we provide, and people from 40 to 100 can get the same benefit out of doing these exercises. So maybe Marion can tell you more about our Growing Stronger program.
Thank you, and thank you very much, Jenny. You explained not only a bit about Growing Stronger, but the other programs that we do offer. Mm-hmm. What a wonderful segue. And Marion, who, as I had said earlier, leads a Growing Stronger group in the St. Johnsbury area at the North Congregational Church. So Marion, what brought you to Growing Stronger?
Well, when I retired, I was looking for more activity. Aging was setting in, and I decided that the music group that I was in, we're talking about this bone builders thing, and that was in New Hampshire, but they were just across the river, and it was simple to go there and do this bone builders, but it was only 2 times a week, and I had friends, it turned out, who were doing something similar, which was the strength training program in St. Johnsbury. And I decided that I'd look in on that, and it turned out that it was 3 times a week, and it also turned out that the program leader for that was leaving, and she asked me if I would lead. So after I'd been there a little while and she was kind of getting me ready for this, I took over as that. But I must say that I was also experiencing, from my scans, I had osteoporosis, osteopenia, and then on one part osteoporosis, and I believed that I would be healthier if I were going to help my bones. By the way, I began to call the program Bones. Remind myself that I'm going to be, taking care of my bones when I go there. Even though we're lifting weights and working with our muscles, it's going to help my bones. So
I think you make a very good point that as we age, and this is a wonderful way that would complement our nutrition in building healthier and stronger bones. How long have you been coming to Growing Stronger?
I have to apologize because I've lost track, but I can't believe it's 9 years, but I think it might be. It's definitely 7 years, but a long time.
Well, it sounds like it's something that you're interested in the fact that you're still coming and that it has hopefully not only piqued your interest, but can you tell us some of the physical benefits that you've achieved as a result of attending Growing Stronger sessions?
Just as an aside, Sha'an, I would like to say that I'm in it for as long as I can go. And that's how I approached it, that if I was going to take care of my health, then I needed to do it as long as I could possibly do. So that's why I'm just keep going. Now back to the other question. Its benefits. Well, I was having difficulty with my knees, and I thought it might help strengthen my knees. But this was an arthritis problem, and I needed to take care of those knees. So I had a double knee replacement, but my recovery from that was really quick, very excellent. And I believe that it was because I was going to these exercises after therapy, going to these exercises 3 times a week, and increasing the weight as I was able. So that is one of the biggest advantages. And the other is I no longer have osteoporosis. So those are 2 really good things,
Wow. Can you repeat that again?
I no longer have osteoporosis. I do have osteopenia in one area, but it's reduced. So, you know, the promise worked for me.
It does. It sounds like the outcome that was, as you said, promised was achieved. And I also like the fact that even though your joints, your knees weren't the way you had wanted them to be, many times when we have joint replacements, it's the recovery, the rehabilitation. And it sounds, just as you're saying, that your body was able to recover quicker. So even though you may have to have something replaced, your recovery time is shortened.
Absolutely. I did have to lower the amount of weight that I was lifting beforehand, but I no longer had any pain, so eventually I could build back my muscles. I mean, it really didn't take a lot of time to get back up to where I was lifting before I had the operation.
Wow, this is a fantastic testimonial. Now, because we are in the world of reality, any challenges as far as, you know, I liked what you said, that this is something you intend to do, a lifestyle. Were there any, or do you encounter any challenges? Have there been any challenges? And if so, how did you address them?
Well, my challenges have been, fortunately, few. But I have experienced illness, a flu, difficulty with a variety of little things. And when I have those problems and I don't come regularly, it bothers me that I can't lift the same amount of weight when I come back. So then I have to be patient and begin to build up again. Being a grandmother means I'm away sometimes more. Actually, just recently, a whole week. So I missed 3, you know. Not being there also cuts into the sense of regularity. And for me, it's very important that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are my days at 1:30 to be there. So I'd say that I'm lucky that, you know, I haven't had to go for months without coming, but I really like what I'm doing. And I'll tell you this, here's another challenge. I just was thinking, I take my weights home when I know I'm going to be gone, like for my granddaughter when I was up in Burlington, but I don't like to do it alone. And so I carry those weights home. I carry them out of the car and I carry them into my house, and I just don't like to do it alone. So in some ways, it's a challenge because I want to continue going regularly. But in another way, it proves to me how important it is that that I'm not alone when I do it. That's important to me.
Thank you. And you brought up something else that has been my experience with Growing Stronger, is the social aspect. That many people come not only to strengthen their body, but to enhance their emotional being by making these regular social contacts. And so people have not only conversations before and after, but sometimes even during the exercises they're talking. And that's another built-in support system. If you're not feeling quite up to it and you know someone's going to pick you up, or you have to pick someone else up, or you're looking, as many people have said, they're looking forward to lunch. And so they know the first thing that they do is they do their exercises, and then they can go out and eat with their friends. So thank you so much for bringing that point up. We are going to have contact information about where the Growing Stronger groups are located, and we are going after the program. And please stay with us because we will be doing some sample examples of exercises. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming back. Joining us for a sample of Growing Stronger exercises is Betty Maynard, who also attends the group at North Congregational Church. Betty, can you share with us why you're involved with Growing Stronger?
Well, that isn't what I had in mind. I've been going for around 12 years, and I started because I had friends that were doing it, and it seemed like it was a good idea. And I want to emphasize that being committed is important. When you don't feel like going to the exercises, just make yourself go, because you will feel better after you've done the exercises. I guarantee it. And after my hip operation, many of the exercises that I was taking at physical therapy were the same ones we were doing with our bones group, but it wasn't as structured as we did it, because we were